Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. Here it's the second of this three-game set between the Kansas City Royals and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it comes your way next. Drew Smiley out of the state of Arkansas
here today.
on the
back
hill
on
here.
The show
What's your
17.
take on him,
If you guys enjoyed this
what
video,
we've seen
make
in
sure to give it a
baseball
big
is the
thumbs up. Make
pitchers
sure
are
to leave a
dominating,
comment.
and the strikeout is the big thing. He's averaging just under a strikeout an inning, so he fits right in the category with this peer.
I have probably like one more game to play, or maybe
he
two.
can go after hitters when he needs to, and I'm looking to watch him execute and really walk out of here with another dominating performance.
MLB The Show 18 comes out.
Settling in now, Gene Segura. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
2 weeks out.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Harold Reynolds, we look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matt, they won the game last night, and I talked to the manager earlier, and he just said, you know, we executed it, and if we can do that, we'll be a consistent team, and we'll win games.
And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. He's the team leader in runs batted in coming into this one. He just has a knack for driving in runs, whether the runner's at first base or he's at second or third. It just seems like he's always driving the guys in. He even told me, when I get to the plate, I'm in scoring position. That's the kind of mentality he has, and it works.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
And that swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Curveball is nasty.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Why they swung all late, man? Watch it.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club.
Hey, first pitch strike. Get ahead right here.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, if you're wondering if he's going to be loose for this game, there's our answer. 98 in the first inning. He's going to be coming right after.
Game.
In the air out toward right field. Soler is there. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Because last game I played, I gave
now
up
at the plate,
3
Robinson
runs in the first inning,
Cano. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Robinson Cano.
Hey, nobody.
Gonna strike out.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Well, as you know, Matt, most people in the game call him Patty. In the past, I've seen a couple pitchers wonder where they miss, but he usually rewards them for making good pitches.
Oh, boy, go get the ball. Why you sat back down?
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
That misses 1 and 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Royals. We're looking at one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. Not many balls get through here. You're going to have to earn it if you want to beat these guys.
Digging in, Sean Rodriguez. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Outside, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Orlando, a range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Here's Cody Ashe as we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September.
20 home runs, 57 RBIs, 254. Not bad, I guess.
Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. Got it to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. Royals out in front, 2-0. Standing in, Mitch Haniger. And this is a good-looking matchup for him here. As you can see, he's hitting lefties quite a bit better than he has right-handers this season.
Yesterday, so we won't get another one till tomorrow.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Good decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Uncomfortable when your beard is growing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So with 1 out for him here, this obviously a big game as you check out the standings on your screen, and you can see their lead is just 1 game entering play here today. At the plate, Dan Vogelbach. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Zero. 1-2.
91-mile-an-hour slider. Man alive, there's not many people that throw that one right there. That is an elite group right there. I would throw that pitch every time.
Fouled back.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just got too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Forsythe has it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. And he straightens him up with a fastball that time. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, 2 outs here, 2 outs.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Nasty slurp.
Mariners are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Gene Segura standing in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Fourth inning, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
And now pitch on the way. Slurve in there, strike 1.
Here we are in the middle of the game, and he's 90% on the first pitch strike, throwing strikes. 90%. Forget about it. You do that, you got no chance of hitting this guy.
Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Here we go, guys.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Here's Leonis Martin.
Number 12.
As he runs up to bunt but can't make contact. That's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Another 0-2 coming, and this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
I know that was going to happen.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, he came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it. Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4 full. It's the Royals 2 and the Mariners nothing. Ready for another chance? Sean Rodriguez. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Pitch on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Nope.
And that misses 1-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you,
that was a strike.
You're staring at a big 0 in the hit column. Getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Digging in to try it again, Cody Ashe. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this is low, ball 1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those. These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound. But it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Mitch Henniger is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Did that slurve ball look that good to him?
Plan. That's a lot of balls they're swinging at out of the zone, helping him out. And there's a sign of another one out of the zone, helping the pitcher out. Got to know your zone. You want to have a chance.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
I guess that slurve ball do look nice. Look like it's coming in, and then it just curves out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dan Vogelback. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Dan Vogelback.
Why do get your ass in the back?
First pitch on its way. In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one.
He hopped out of the way real quick.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Ball 2 now.
Come on.
Boy, he just
right
looks
on the
locked
corner.
in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Grounded softly to the right. Scooped up. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle. Here now is Mike Zunino. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they've faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
They got dominated.
Into the windup and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Going too hard.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
When in doubt,
so
go back
another
to that
exceptional
fastball.
effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department.
Yes, I do.
Striding in once again, Gene Segura. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important. To get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Sliced hard but foul. Look out over
Hopefully
there.
this will be his 21st win.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point.
Last
And he
couple of
looks like
games I
ball
played.
1-2.
High
Yeah, it wasn't
fastball
so
right
good.
there with a 2-strike count. You know what that
Lost
might be
like
doing? Setting up the
5
next
games
pitch
in a
could be
row.
that hard slider down and away.
Or get a
Something
no
breaking down and
decision.
away off the plate.
He's
Or the
clearly
other
looking to
pitcher
hit
that
off
comes
the
in
fastball and
and
adjust. That's a
relieves
pretty good swing
Got
after
him.
seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Relieve me.
And he's just
Gets the
rolling
win.
right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, you could tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Now batting.
Stepping in now,
Center fielder.
Leonis Martin.
Leonis
Now a bunt
Martin.
attempt here. Mustakis has it, and a close play at first, but he's called out of the side, is retired. So another
See,
good
it was a
inning
good thing
for
I
him on
need
the
to start
mound.
running to try to
6
get the ball
shutout
and
innings
make
now.
Mustakis get
7th
picked
inning
up.
coming up. The Royals lead it
I
5-0.
throw slow as shit.
Here's the
Kyle
third baseman
Seager.
now, Kyle Seager.
Leading off
He's
for the
0 for
Mariners.
2 thus far in this one.
Third baseman, Kyle Seager.
And he takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Seager will wait on the 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Brien is there.
Ball.
One away.
Yeah, he got all up onto that ball.
So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
6 complete games.
Here's Robbie Cano now, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and the right-hander get loose.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Can't believe he went and hit that slurve ball. That
so
was all in on him.
He's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
High fastball.
Another 0-2 home. And he's struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Standing in now, Sean Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he misses 2-1.
Well, that ball's high as a strike in the zone can go, but umpires don't like to reward pitchers on that one. They want to make you get the ball down, so he called it a ball. Throw it down.
That was a good hit, but that was a foul
He's been
ball.
great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Again, he sends it out of play. And the pitch. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They still find themselves down 6-0.
One hit. And the only reason he got that hit is because he pulled my second base
twice in this one.
Left fielder.
All the way almost to mid-field. It took him forever to get to that ball.
Hey, nobody.
Now the pitch. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Escobar takes it in. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. Digging in once again, Mitch Haniger. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
In now, Dan Vogelbach, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Strike 2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
But I think prime time.
Ready on 1-2. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. None left for Seattle. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit.
I might create it. Actually, I want to create a new player. I'm not gonna name him Prime Time anymore. I'm gonna keep my Prime Time from 2017, and play him in 2018, but I'm going to create another player,
for what's left
another
of this one from Safeco Field.
As well as my Diamond Dynasty.
Ready for another shot now. Mike Zunino. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. A fastball that just misses inside. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Way out in front.
Curve. We saw under that knuckle curve ball.
Tap foul at home plate. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Gene Segura standing in. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
1-1.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Forsythe is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. Here's Leonis Martin. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
So got to get the velocity up on the knuckle curve.
Here we go,
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's ball 1.
Hey, we got 2 down, fellas.
And a swing and a miss on a good pitch, and the Mariners are down to their final strike now. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. Rich Bulldog hosts his league-leading 21st victory and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 6 runs on 14 hits.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
Yeah. Excuse me. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me today. If you guys enjoyed this stream, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to leave me a comment. And yeah, please don't forget to subscribe. Peace.